pretty much identical for both sides. Nobody really, besides, it's very funny because we just came back from Colombia, and this is why people go travel abroad. You respect your mother because she cares about the family she's nurturing. You're the only one who said that you really respect a woman for being feminine. All the other girls had the exact same traits when they respect a woman compared to a man. All of you said you respect ambition, hardworking, driven, independent, boss babe. You want to have manly women that you respect.
When he was younger, he did bad stuff, so it caught up to him.
Cartel.
No, not a cartel. Hell no.
All right, fair enough. All right, Sneaker, you have the next one?
What women do you respect?
All right. We'll start here and then work our way back this way. What women do you respect?
Okay. Well, antes de que pasemos el
We'll start
tema.
here.
Let's clean those cups up on the side.
I respect women that don't gossip. I think it's a waste of time because you're putting your energy into things that don't mean nothing to you.
Real quick, Sneeko, did you want traits or did you want an individual?
Traits and then an example.
Okay,
yeah.
so give us one or two traits that you respect the most to keep it nice and concise, and then an individual that represents that.
Okay, so someone that doesn't gossip, a real friend.
Okay.
Definitely an independent woman as well, honestly, because some girls think that things can just be handed to them, and
Okay.
it's not that way. Sometimes you gotta, do your part and work hard because things are not going to be given to you.
Okay. And then
so I definitely respect that.
and then what person exemplifies these things or closest to it that you respect the most? That's a female.
Female wise, definitely my mother.
Mom.
My mother,
Okay.
absolutely. She always took care of us and paid the bills and was always independent. So yeah, absolutely my mother.
All right. What about you?
I would say independence too, but specifically like someone that doesn't have to rely on a man. Like, say if people are in a relationship, I think the girl should be able to get up and walk away at any point.
Okay.
I don't think she should ever feel like
All right.
she's trapped. That would be
Who do you respect the most as a person that has these things?
my mom.
Mom? Okay.
Yeah.
Did she get up and leave your dad?
She did.
Okay.
She's also the bread maker in her new relationship, which she's gonna yell at me for saying that, but it's okay.
Was she not
But
the
I
breadwinner in the last relationship? And with your father?
She made money, but my dad made more money.
Okay.
But that's like part of the reason why I respect her. I wasn't trying to specifically just point out that she's the bread maker. I just
Okay.
wanted to clear that up.
Okay. What about you?
I respect a woman that has ambition and has goals for herself.
All right.
Someone that is like that are definitely my aunts. All my aunts are like that. My cousin.
Okay.
What's your background?
Colombian. My family's from Colombia.
What the? Yo, we're in Medellin, bro. I'm telling you.
All right.
I definitely respect a girl's girl, like a girl who looks out for other girls. And like most of them said, independence. And a woman I respect in my life would definitely be my mom.
All right. What about you?
I definitely respect a girl that is, of course, independent, someone that has ambition, that doesn't need a man to make her happy, and someone that I respect is my mom.
She doesn't need a man to make her happy?
No. You think my dad makes my mom happy? No. So.
How long have they been together?
She was 26 when they got married. I have to do the math. I think it's like 20 something years.
Has he supported her the whole time?
Yeah.
Does your mom work?
Yeah.
But he's the main breadwinner?
Yeah.
Does she work like by choice?
Yeah.
Okay. So she doesn't need to.
Yeah, she does.
What?
Well, okay. What does your dad do?
He's like a supervisor at a construction thing.
Okay. But I'm saying, like, if you guys had to get by on one salary, he could do it?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. So your mom is working to help support?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she has to work.
Yeah. Sorry, I guess I misunderstood the question.
Yeah.
You definitely did.
Okay. So you respect your mom, but wouldn't it be fair to say that your mom isn't independent?
She is. I respect someone who is independent.
But she can't.
But she can't
pay the
support
bills
unless, without your dad.
Your dad. So she's not independent.
Okay, but she also has kids. Like, she is responsible for us too. So, I mean, in the way, she's independent. If she had to live by herself, then yeah, she would
Okay.
be fine. But she needs help taking care of her children.
Okay. I would say that's by definition being dependent.
Dependent.
But
yeah.
but that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But I guess in your hypothetical, you would say that if she didn't have a family, she would be fine and she'd be
Yeah.
independent.
Yes.
Okay. What about you?
I respect women that are comfortable in their own skin. They don't care what people tell them. Hardworking, about getting money, and I respect my mom and like my best friend and my sister.
Is your mom a go-getter and hardworking?
Yes, she's always been.
What does she do?
She's actually a medical assistant.
Okay. What about you? Traits that you respect in a woman and a woman that you respect the most.
So, lo que respetas en una mujer y qué mujeres respetas tú.
Yo no entendí. Ya. Ok, yo respeto en una mujer, primero una mujer que pueda llevar la familia completa,
So,
pueda-
she says that she respects a woman that can hold the family
Okay.
porque para mí es un trabajo de tiempo completo.
because
Y
it's a full-time job.
Okay. And then who does she
aparte-
respect that has that?
And quien respetas que tenga
Her mom.
esos aspectos.
Telemundo.
Mi mamá es independiente y aparte
Yeah, her
lleva
mom.
toda la familia.
Yeah,
Huh?
her mom.
Cool. What about you?
I respect women that honestly respect me and are very like not judgmental of who I am to them. So mostly my best friends, like the one across the table, Abby.
Who are you?
Okay.
Who am I?
Not judgmental. Okay. and and then you said your friend represents that?
Most of my, all,
that you respect the most?
all my friends. Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I like a woman who's like a boss lady. Like she can
boss
talk
lady?
to anyone. She's confident. Like she's ambitious. Loves to work. That
Okay.
work for herself.
All right. And then who
Um,
exemplifies these traits that you look up to, I guess?
A friend named Alexis.
What does she do?
She owns like 3 companies that are NFT related, and she also sells art.
Okay.
So they basically said exactly what I thought they were going to say. They said they respect, their examples were their mother and their father for all of them. And the traits were pretty much identical for both sides. Nobody really, besides, it's very funny because we just came back from Colombia and this is why people go travel abroad. You respect your mother because she cares about the family she's nurturing. You're the only one who said that you really respect a woman for being feminine. All the other girls said the exact same traits when they respect a woman compared to a man. All of you said you respect ambition, hardworking, driven, independent, boss babe. You want to have manly women that you respect, which is very funny because you see the divide immediately on this panel. The only girl who respects feminine nature is the one who's not from America.
Porque, bueno, nuestra cultura es así, nosotros nos
She's
crean.
saying that her culture is like that. Sorry, tengo que cortarte porque si no hablas muy
Está bien,
rápido.
está bien. Bueno, aparte de que nos crían así, la mujer también puede ser independiente y trabajar por lo suyo, pero también tiene que ser cabeza de hogar.
Okay,
Porque,
wait.
okay,
She's saying that they're raised like that because women have to also be independent and work for like the head of the house.
The head of the house, but
Yeah,
not the
like-
head when it comes
No.
to the head of the workforce. So what you guys are all setting up for, because if you're going to emulate the way your mothers are and what you respect in women, you are going to have a bunch of combative, argumentative, terrible relationships, getting into it where you're always going to be competing. That's what you see with Aisha Curry and Steph Curry, where she always looks at Steph and she's always competing because she wants to be the hardworking boss too. She wants to be the star. American women are always in competition with men now because what they respect is the same traits that we respect in men. If we respect the same thing in men and women, then we're competing with each other. And you don't want to be in competition with your wife.
no tiene que ser una competencia.
She's saying that it doesn't have to be a competition.
I agree with you. Yeah.
No tiene que ser una competencia, puede ser un gran equipo si saben combinar las dos cosas.
She's saying that they can be like a great team if they can combine.
That's why I wanted to go on a Google Translate date with you. That's why I think you're the hottest one here. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, because that's the
Do the
compatibility.
ladies kind of get where he's going with on this panel? A lot of you guys mentioned the traits that you guys mentioned: hardworking, ambitious, making money, being independent. These are all fairly masculine traits that you guys all described. These are traits that men are supposed to have.
I actually have something.
Yeah.
I would say I said respectful, like people were respectful to you, but I wanted to ask like, what do you like? What are traits you see in like that you like in women?
I respect I respect my mother. I respect somebody who's a mother who's taking care of the household, who embraces her feminine nature, who can be the balance to a man. Those are things. I don't think that that you need to respect women for the same reason we respect men. And we've been brainwashed in American culture to think that women need to act like men. If you look at all, like Rolling Loud, for example, you saw Kiki Palmer or whatever this girl get on stage and she's saying like, I don't need a nigga. All I need's a bag. And basically, like, that's why you see all these problems in black culture. And it stems from that. It infects the rest of culture from hip hop and from what you see on TV. Women think that they need to demand respect the same way that men need to demand respect. And that's not how we're going to be happy.
I disagree.
You disagree? You think that you should be a man?
No, it's like once you find, like, a woman finds a man that's like supportive enough and like caring for the woman, then the woman can not have to be as like strong.
But that's the double standard that we always see. It's imagine if a man was being feminine all the time until we found the woman that we want to be with, and then we start being masculine. You see how it's backwards? You're acting like a man until you find a man, and then you drop it. So we're having to. The dating pool is a bunch of manly women that we need to subdue and tame like a tiger.
Myron.
Do you see where he's going? So, for example, let's say a guy was wearing heels 3 days of the week, but then when he hangs out with you the other 4 days of the week, he acts like a man. Wouldn't that be a bit strange?
Yeah.
So how do you expect a man, right, to accept you for being like a man sometimes and then being like a lady sometimes? Do you see what the disconnect here? So in other words, you can pick and choose when you want to be a lady. You could boss up and be a boss babe 4 or 5 days of the week, and then on the weekends you'd be a lady to him. But if we flipped it around and he wore heels Monday through Friday and then was a man on the weekends, you would never accept that, correct?
It's different.
How so? It's not different.
Because
how's it different?
If you're not being supported by a man, then I think you need to be able to support yourself.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily have to support yourself by being a boss babe, as you would say.
Not necessarily.
But what he's trying to say is that most of you guys were saying like ambitious, boss babe, higher earner. It's not like someone
that's
that's
who I
just
look
like
up to, I'd say.
But that's the problem. Is that why are you looking up to that as an example of what you want to be?
It's like, I don't know. It's like how it.
That's what you see on TikTok. That's what you listen to that's the culture that's infecting your brain. It's a disease. It's making you think that that's what you need in order to demand respect. But men are exhausted dealing with this. Like, imagine if we were going to go on a date afterwards, we're going to sit down, have a conversation. And all you're going to say is like what you do, your business ventures, what you want, like what you're doing in school, all these things that are going on. And I have to nod and pretend like I care. I don't care. It's not a business meeting. I want to meet a girl who's nice and feminine.
Mm-hmm. Yo siento que cada quien tiene que cumplir su papel en la relación. Tú no puedes ponerte al nivel de un hombre en cuanto a la cabeza del hogar, porque entonces ahí quién.
Espera.
Wait.
Yo, chill, man.
He's saying that also the women have to like complete her role in the relationship. Like they have to have a strong role in the relationship.
Yeah, completing the relationship though is not being an earner. Is not adopting the same traits that men adopt.
But I also feel like these days men have gotten more feminine and they're not taking the roles of being a masculine man. So women do have to step up and provide for themselves because no man is.
Can I say something?
Well, that's the same thing. The culture is affecting both sides. Like you see, look at Spider-Man, for example. Spider-Man is like the example of masculinity in culture, right? He goes into Spider-Man, the movie, and then afterwards, the next movie, he's getting fucked in the ass. So they're trying to you look at Barbie, you look at Ken, for example. He's the one in the backseat of the car while Barbie's driving. They're emasculating men, and men think that that's what they need to do in order to fit the culture. So then they get the earring, and then they become Chris like Mr. Beast. They become trans. Men don't know how to be men anymore, and women don't know. It's backwards. And so the point is that that's not what we should be respecting. We should see the programming that they're doing. We should see what they're trying to do with that. They're not doing that because they care about gender equality. They're doing that to make us confused and to keep us in this combative relationship. Imagine like settling down with a woman who's in competition with you. That's like dating your friend.
Yeah.
I'm just curious though, how many of you actually want a man in your life right now? Like really?
Yeah, everyone on the panel is single, right? Except for Miss Columbia, pretty much.
And you being single right now, is it working out for you in a dating pool? Are you getting good results? Yes or no?
No.
No? So if you notice, right, he's telling you guys, if you change your approach and say, you know what? Okay, currently speaking, my idols who I look up to are not on the right path. So if I follow that path, what does that mean? Same results. Single, not happy, and probably not going to get a man long term. So
she's the hottest one at the table. Just based on, not just based on appearance, but she's doing well there. But just based off what she said, that's the most wifeable qualities. That guy, if he doesn't scoop you up in 2 weeks, hey, give me a call.
let me